So we are returning back to Undisputed, and we're going to be using Deontay Wilder. It's my first game since I tried out the new patch when they adjusted head movement and tried to make it more viable. Still feels a bit delayed, and it's kind of hard. You just have to like randomly do the head movement and pray to God they're throwing whatever strike you're trying to either slip or, pull back on. So it's not really as effective because if you can't use reactionary head movement, it's almost no point in doing it and risking it. But some people made it look real clean though. But we're just trying to get a nice knockout. And of course, not even that, just with some clean boxing. I just want to box pretty clean, time some power straights with Wilder. I haven't played heavyweight in a very long time. Probably like a good couple patches. And we run into a fresh account that's like 1-0. And he immediately goes southpaw with Joe Frazier. If you guys don't know, when you go southpaw, power shots come out faster. Not sure they do more damage or something like that. Not really too sure, but it speeds up the animations for sure. And this guy is obviously abusing that like a bum. And I'm like, this is my first fight on. It's a little bit late. I wrapped up a UFC 5 stream. And I don't think I can get one clean match maybe for like a gameplay. This is the very first match I get. Somebody that goes southpaw to abuse the power. I didn't mean to double up right there. But we're just taking our time with it. I'm trying to rock a regular stance, but when people are, power spamming like this and it's just going through my block, I have no choice but to go and lose footwork at some point in the fight. If I literally can't use my block in a boxing game, what are we doing? But for the most part, I'm just trying to tag him up with more volume, hit his body, and try to tack off these rounds. Hopefully get him tired later in the fight, so we're able to get like a good finish. That's my plan. That's my idea for the most part. Try to get some clean boxing in, some good body work, and get this man out of here. Put him out of his misery for playing like this. I don't get why he created a new account to play like this. Maybe for ranked or something, but yeah, it's very corny. Players like this are definitely ruining the game. But it's up to the devs as well. It's a two-way street. If the devs allow it, reward it, they're gonna use it. We're just trying to take our time, but you see what happens when we're not in loose footwork? We get stuck to each other. I think he's in loose footwork, and since I'm not, it feels like he can kind of like attach to me, kind of. But with hit detection being very inconsistent, I'm not trustworthy on my combinations as much. I'm trying to stick to 2 to 3 pieces at most. I started using more power shots in the beginning, at least for the body. And of course the power straights, because I'm Deontay Wilder. He does have the perk that does more damage with his power straights. So we're trying to take advantage of that as much as we can. But I think in the first round, he blocked like 1 or 2 of them. And he basically countered me. Which I don't know how. It's a blocked punch, so I don't get what's the counter from. I don't know if that's desync or whatever. But yeah, we're still taking our time, trying to box very clean. Trying to punish his body, because he keeps throwing these big power shot combos. So I'm really trying to hit his body while, after he misses those shots, or even lands them with, lower short-term stamina. I know there's no vulnerability, but there's gotta be something, because this is crazy. Maybe this is why people spam like this, because no matter how short or how low their short-term stamina goes, they're just not punished for throwing excessive power shots. It's rather unfortunate, because at least when we did learn how to deal with power shot spammers, we would get them out of there so fast. But with damage being pretty trash, and people not losing much stamina for throwing a lot of power shots these days, as far as in how the game is now, it makes it really, really hard to box effectively. I'm not talking about just winning. I'm talking about like boxing. Look at that. Mix him up with a good body combo. We're gonna use the body jab to get real close to him. Drop him with a nice lead body hook right to the liver. Boom. I dropped this bum. Let's see if he's gonna get up. Look at that fucking bum. I hate people like this because they ruin the game. Look at that, the bum quit. But hopefully, this, these devs can fix all these problems with the game and make this game just fun like it used to be. It wasn't perfect, but at least I had fun with it. Catch y'all next.